Hello everyone and welcome back to another Q&A! We are still nearly a month behind, but just at this point I'm not even going to acknowledge it further. I'm just going to say, yeah, blah, 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 and that's going to be my answer. First question from JoeBob2311. What is your current internet speed? Do you know our internet speed?
30 up, 10 down.
It'd be really nice if that was the case.
I was guessing.
It's 30 down, 5 up.
Okay.
So...
I was close.
Yeah, the internet packages that we have around here, it's a weird love-hate relationship because we have the best internet you can get around here without having fiber. The only company around here that offers fiber is our local internet provider, not any of, not Time Warner or Charter or whatever the other, Comcast, just our local people, which is what we have, which is cool because there's no cap. But they only offer fiber, and they offer fiber to newer places that have fiber installed, which is like the apartments right next to us. Like the apartment behind our apartment buildings are slightly newer, and they have fiber, and we don't. So they actually get double the upload speed that we do at the exact same price that we pay. And they have
those extra hamsters.
They have extra hamsters running the stuff. I wish sometimes that we lived in an area that had Google Fiber. 1,000 up, 1,000 down, same price that we pay right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Anyway, next question is from mccloud. As a child, did you prefer to play Pokemon Red or Blue version? I'm assuming this is going to be towards me because you never played it. I got both of the versions at the same time because when I was a kid, I was convinced I needed to catch them all before the games even came out. And I played Red. It wasn't that... Honestly, it wasn't even like I preferred Red over Blue. I didn't even know at the time, the version exclusivity. I knew that there were, certain Pokemon and certain ones, but I don't think I chose Red over Blue because of the Pokemon. Maybe I did, but... I think it was just, I got both of them home and was in the car, and was like,
I need to play this one now.
And I just ripped open Red. And then I put in over 200 hours into Red, caught all of them on Red, and I ended up letting Austin borrow Blue for months or years or something. Anyway, 95 Ultimate Ashley, what is your shoe size?
5.5 to 6.5.
Yours is pretty small. When I was a teenager, I wore 15s, but they were in Nike, and I've learned since then that Nike, their shoe sizes are weird, or they're slightly bigger than other shoe places. I actually wear a 14, but when I was a teenager, I wore a 15, but only in Nike. I haven't tried to wear a Nike since, but I assume that maybe I would...
changed?
Yeah, maybe I would still be a 15 Nike? I don't know. I haven't really checked. I wear sandals most of the time. I wear rainbows, and I wear a 13 in those, but I wear a 14 in a Reebok tennis shoe. So anyway, hegamehunter. Mao, how long did it take to find employment after college?
I found a job, 3 months after I graduated?
Yes, and hegamehunter had said in their question that they had been looking now for 4 months and still had not found something. But that's fairly typical. Obviously, it depends...
On your field,
where you are.
How far you're willing to move.
Those sorts of things. So it's actually it can be crazy. In my opinion, Mao got really lucky. Because it's one of those situations that there are other people that are still... that graduated from the same place as you that are still looking for work.
Yes. I don't know if any of them in my field are, but other people I knew are.
So it's even worse for SCAD because you get an art degree, you never find a job, so it's bad. Alex lucked out. Dan lucked out. I guess I lucked out, but I guess with what I'm doing, I don't actually technically need a degree. Yeah. And Taylor's got his master's, and I don't think he has a job in his field at the moment, but his portfolio is freaking incredible, so I think that he's still applying and trying to get his foot in the door somewhere, and I'm sure that'll happen for him. Cat DeeDeeDee, what's a game or series that you initially had no interest in, but you eventually played and enjoyed? You want me to go? You want to go?
I want to go.
You want to go? Will you go?
GTA.
The only one you've played is 4, right?
Yeah.
Have you actually played any of 5 yet?
No, you didn't let me.
I didn't let you. Okay, it's not that I didn't let you, it's just that I've been focusing on doing the LP.
So I couldn't.
So you could, but you can. I'm not like close to the end, but I'm pretty close to the end. I got like 10-15 episodes tops left.
Yeah.
And I'll be done with it. So if you want to get started playing it, you can. You haven't even played the single player of GTA 4.
No.
You've just played but you have played a good bit of online.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think you're really going to like the story for GTA 5. I think it's a lot of fun. Some people don't like it, but I think it's really enjoyable. For me, I would say Minecraft, actually. Alex is usually ahead of the curve when it comes to
games.
Yeah, video game stuff. And he bought Minecraft Alpha, like right almost shortly after it was available or something. And I remember him showing it to me, and he was explaining to me how he was building this fortress, and I'm like, looks dumb. Like, I had no interest in it at all. And he was like, no, he's like, this is pretty cool. He's like, if they continue to add to this is going to be, you know, a big
now
thing.
It's ruined the game.
Yeah, now every time he plays, he's
like, what are these horses?
Yeah, he'll if there's a new feature, he's like, ugh, they ruined the game. I mean, sarcastically, but it was several months after I had originally seen Minecraft, and then they had moved into beta, and I eventually bought it, and I was glad I did. But also, like, the game, still in my opinion, like, the game is okay single player, but if you play with other people, it is so much better. Like, just playing regular vanilla survival with another person is like, it takes the game from good to really, really good. So, if you are interested in jumping into Minecraft, I mean, you can have a lot of fun with it, just playing it yourself or even going on servers with other people. But if you have another person to play with, it's really, really fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, Elijah Baxter says, what is your favorite comfort food and why?
Soup. Baked goods.
What kind of soup? All soup or like...
A creamy soup.
Creamy soup.
Creamy soup.
Baked goods. Danishes.
Yeah.
I like Danishes. For me...
Coffee cake.
Mashed potatoes.
You love mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes are really, really amazing. And I'm sorry. My mother makes amazing mashed potatoes, and like anytime we have like a big meal or something, she knows that that's what I want her to make. And I have to be careful too, because I will just eat mashed potatoes, so I have to like force myself to put something of everything on my plate, or I could very realistically just eat nothing but mashed potatoes. And I don't really think there's anything wrong with that. Also,
I could eat sweet potatoes.
So I never used to like sweet potatoes, but I do now. You've introduced me to and like gotten me into eating them. They're good.
You liked my sweet potato souffle.
Yes, I was impressed. It was very, very good.
You'll make that again?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was younger, I think a comfort food for me was macaroni and cheese. It was another food my mom made, and it's just...
I think that's most children's.
Yeah, that's probably a common thing. But right now, mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes. Danny Labuda. How many Dan is too many Dan? This many Dan. This many Dan is far too many Dan. And for everyone else who's wondering what this even means, I'm sorry, but I'm actually not even going to explain the joke. LARvonCL, Stephen, can you make any kind of dish better than Mal? I asked Mal what she thought I could make better than her, and she said...
Omelets.
Omelets. And it seems kind of ridiculous to me, because the only reason in my mind that she's saying that is because I'm the one who makes the omelets.
You always said you could make omelets, though.
I can, yeah. I mean, I can make omelets in the same way I can drive a car. You know, it's something that I am physically capable of doing. It's not like
I mean, that's how all my recipes
It's not that I'm an expert. Well, I am an expert driver, but I'm not an expert omelet maker. I think if you actually made omelets, you would be like, oh, I also can make omelets. But no, let's actually continue to live in this fantasy world where I am an amazing omelet chef with my poofy white hat. And I'll just, anytime you want omelets, you'll have to call on me, and I'll be like, I shall decide the fate of your omelet destiny. I'm moving on, but apparently it's omelets. Although I have also made filet mignon topped with crab.
That was good.
I mean,
You did do a good job.
You
with
could
that.
also make that though. So
because you follow the recipe.
So I guess that's not the same. Anyway, Mooshroom Clan says, how did you choose your cats from the many available? I actually altered this. I actually usually alter every question a little bit to make it a little more concise. The question originally said from the hundreds available, and I should clarify that there were not hundreds available. How many cats were at Cattails? Probably...
I'd say there were about 30 in the one room where we picked them out.
30 to 35 kittens.
Maybe 20 in the juvie room. There were 3 in the adult room, and there was one room they didn't take us in.
Yeah. So, I mean, like 60 tops, so it wasn't hundreds. Also, it wasn't a pet store. It was a...
Cat rescue.
It was a cat rescue. So basically, any cats that would go to the...
Humane Society.
The Humane Society that would possibly be put down... Cattails gets those cats because they refuse to let the cats be put down, and then they take care of them. And then people go to Cattails to essentially rescue a cat. So Kepler and Sagan are essentially rescue cats, if that makes a difference to anybody. But there were probably like 60 or so cats total, and we were pretty interested in getting a kitten just because...
We took a look at the adult cats, but there was only a couple, and...
We did, but also we kind of wanted a kitten. You kind of wanted a kitten because I had experienced a kitten when I was older because I had Rocco, but you didn't get to. Last time you had a kitten, you were like 4 or something. So Mal wanted a kitten. So we looked at the kittens, and of them, there were like 30, 35. And it's kind of hard to explain, but I think that any pet owner, not just cat owners, but like any pet owner will tell you that like the pet chooses you in a kind of creepy way, but that's true. It really is true. Like when you're in there, you will usually notice, you know, I don't know, 1 or 2 that are just kind of more attentive to you, or you know, more interested, or maybe one will stand out from the rest. You know, maybe there's a bunch that are vying for your attention, but there's one that's very meek and like staring at you from the corner, and it touches your special place in your heart. I'm just saying that kind of stuff happens. I think, you know, more often than not, if you talk to a pet owner who went to a situation where they were like picking out an animal like that's probably the case. So that was the issue. I mean, when I saw Sagan, you know, I don't want to say I just knew, but like kind of...
He was on your back. And
yeah, like he was
really
all
cute.
over me, and he was cute, and he was lovely. And then Kepler, who was actually like sick to the point of death, but we didn't know, you know, Mal was like, oh, he's so sweet and cute, and he's very quiet. Well,
he was asleep in my arms, running a fever.
Yeah, we didn't know that at the time. But anyway, so that's how we chose cats. Michelle Williams says, from day 82, we've heard Steven's take on how both of you met and began dating. Mal, what was your reaction to Steven's "no wait, I love you," and did you like him before that?
I liked you before that.
Okay.
I didn't know how to respond to the "I love you" at first.
And if anyone watching this doesn't understand, just go to the channel, and there's a search box for the channel. Not on YouTube, but for the channel. Just type in day 82. Or go find day 82 in the playlist. It might take you a little longer, but you can do it. The name of the vlog is All I Can Hear Are Link and Pikachu. Or I have so much to say, and all I can hear is Link and Pikachu. And it's kind of like a...
Story time?
Yeah, story time where I explain like how we met and how we started dating. And one of the things, one of the early nights that we had been talking, although we'd known each other for a few months. You know what? I can't even explain it all here because it's going to take too long. Just watch that vlog. But I had to say, no wait, I love you. I didn't say it out of like a loving thing, but you will see that vlog and it'll make more sense. And then Mal...
I liked Steven, I just didn't know how to respond.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to be like, I love you too, and if he was joking, I was worried.
If you would have said that, it probably would have sped it up a little bit. Because I would have been like, oh wait, really? Oh, snap.
You mean like a week later? Sped up?
Yeah, things moved pretty quick from there. Anyway, now we've been married forever. Last question is an interesting one. It's from Matthew Hay, and it says, Steven, can you twerk?
Can you?
No, definitely not. Anyway, that's going to be it for this this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to leave questions that you'd like to see us answer at the end of March down below, even though the end of March is very, very soon. Don't worry about it. And we will see you guys next month for another Q&A. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.